Hello everyone, and welcome back to Jesse Heck Creative. Today we're reviewing Yoshi and Kamek from Jakks Pacific. Before we begin, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Jesse Heck Creative, hit the bell icon for more creativity, and leave a comment answering the question, which Yoshi color is your favorite? Now let's get to it. Red Yoshi's up first. I really like the coloring of him. He's one of the rarest Yoshis in the group. He's really nice, looks really good. It's more of a pinkish red than any other kind of red. He's also have a pinkish sort of egg. It rolls around a lot when you put it on the ground. It moves around. It's pretty hollow. Pretty nice. There's a seam line right here. It's a good egg. Bunch of spots in it. It's really accurate to Yoshi. But going over this Yoshi, looks really nice. The blue on the feet is really good. The boots looks really good on that. The yellow is more pink. Kind of a magenta-y kind of color. The eyes are tempered in pretty well. There's some mess-ups right here, Doesn't really do much that well. On all Yoshis, we have this orange here and then red here. Doesn't change from Yoshi to Yoshi. The boots change and the body color changes. It looks really nice. The bottoms of the boots are yellow. We have all the tampoed instructions on here. The head turns around this much. Doesn't really go past, this degree at least. The arms go up and they can go all the way around on both arms. Very nice. The legs can go out this far, not too much. Kind of up a little bit. You have to kind of maybe force it, but I wouldn't do that because I'm getting a little marking right here. That's kind of weird. Scratch that off a little bit and you're fine, but just don't go along the edges too much. Otherwise, we get little markings on this. It goes back pretty far. Goes forward far enough. You can make it look like he's running. Goes out a little bit. Nothing on the feet. Although there should be, honestly. That would be very nice to have a little seam line better between that. That would look better. And that's it. Minimal articulation, just enough for what you would need for a Yoshi. But let's go on to the rest of the Yoshis. Yellow Yoshi is next. Very vibrant kind of Yoshi. Really red on that back right there, that shell. Looks really good. The egg is really nice too. There's a little sort of schmutz somewhere right here. There's a little bit of a sort of, not indentation, but kind of like little sort of overlap on that. It's kind of weird. A little more bumps over here. That's very strange. I'm glad I picked this up though. The seam line's also coming apart a little bit. Kind of worries me a little bit on that. But looks very nice for this Yoshi. A couple scratches over here. The yellow is very vibrant. I like that a lot. It makes it distinct. You could see yellow Yoshi from a very far distance. We also have the boots that are green. A little bit of nick right there. The paint coming off a little bit. Same articulation and everything. Good paint on the inside of the mouth. Looks pretty good. Let's move on to the next Yoshi. So here's Orange Yoshi, one of my favorite Yoshis. Although I think the orange is debatable. It's more of a cheesy yellow, sort of like a dark kind of cheese whiz color. Although I think it looks pretty nice. It isn't really, I wish it was this kind of orange, honestly, instead of this kind of orange. But I like it. It works well with the blue. Orange and blue are complementary colors. It has the yellow on the bottom. I think all of them actually have yellow on the bottom of their feet, which is pretty cool. This egg is a nice sort of cheesy orange color as well. The paint on this Yoshi is actually pretty good. The eyes are not the best though. They could use a different tampoing. The cheek over here, a little bit of work on that. The shell is good. The white is a little bit hindered around here. A little bit of some scratchings over there. A little bit maybe over here. It's kind of, could have used one more layer of paint maybe. But as far as Yoshis go, it's pretty good. I mean, he's one of my favorite Yoshis because he's Orange Yoshi, but I don't know. There just needs to be something a little more orangey about him. Next up is Green Yoshi, everyone's favorite and the classic. Looks really nice. The egg is pretty good. There's a spot right here on mine for some reason. I don't know. Maybe I'll find a different Yoshi. And there's also this is a bad egg. I'm gonna say that. Wow, the best Yoshi gets a bad egg, kinda. This indeed is everyone's favorite Yoshi. I think it's kind of bland though in a way. I've seen this guy way too many times. The boots are brown. Doesn't really have too much good color to them. Kind of like a chestnut brown. Looks very nice though. The tongue is pretty good painted. There's a weird kind of mold issue here that kind of makes it look weird on here. So I'm not sure if that's a new thing or an old thing. And this is kind of not the best right here on that piece. But the crest over here is really nice painted. The paint is pretty okay on this. Honestly, from a far enough distance, you wouldn't really be able to tell. But it's a solid green Yoshi, and everybody likes green Yoshi. So, yeah, it's good. Good figure. Not the best, but good. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also click the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. Blue Yoshi is up next. I like this color a lot. It's like an icy kind of blue. Looks really good. There are some issues with the paint on him though. It's kind of strange. I love the purple on these boots though. They're really cool. The color scheme overall for this one is fantastic. Everything meshes well together. I just wish the paint were better. It has some of the worst paint on any of the Yoshis I've seen, on the body at least. The head's pretty good. Cheek is kind of, wow. It's a shame. It's a great Yoshi in concept. It's just, in execution, it kind of fails. The egg is really nice too, a nice sort of sky blue. A little dark on this little circle compared to the rest. But overall, really good Yoshi, one of my favorites. I like this one. Maybe even a little better than orange. I really like Pink Yoshi's color scheme a lot. It's sort of rarely seen. It reminds me a lot of cotton candy, kind of. But again, the pink could be a little better, you know? It's kind of a shame, but pink is a little bit rare, and I'm glad I got Pink Yoshi at least. Good egg colors, by the way. Not too many bad issues on that. Looks very nice. No real problems on this. Maybe this little black spot right here I could probably fix with something. A couple spots here and there, but overall it's a nice egg. The colors are good. I like the colors of this. The color scheme is wonderful. You see a little better paint application at least. A little chipping right over here. The bottoms are yellow. It blends in with the yellow feet kind of. This is kind of in between orange Yoshi and yellow Yoshi. This kind of color right here. It's sort of like a little more golden yellow. There could be a little more better paint on this back part right here, the red. It's a good Yoshi, good articulation, same kind of stuff as before. They're just the paint that's an issue. Some problems with this paint. That's a shame. Great colors though. I like it. So now we come to Black Yoshi. You would think that painting black on white would be easy, but it isn't. This egg has a couple scuffs on it. You know, right into the package. It's kind of weird. It looks really nice though. I like the black on white. It's very simple. You know, very monochrome. That's good. Looks really good. The body could be painted a little bit better. And these little sort of spine pieces could be painted better and sculpted better. There's some chips and, you know, nicks coming out of them right out of package. It's kind of weird. And there's a little sort of stripey right there. It's kind of strange too. Some little white dust over here. The eyes are painted really well, I guess. They're painted pretty well. Very nice. There's some mess ups on the back right here on the shell. The bottom looks really nice. The yellow's the only good thing painted on this, I think. There's some bleed between these boots right here. Everything else is done pretty well, and there's some sort of mismolding on the nose. It's a good Yoshi, not the best Yoshi, but I'm at least glad to have another Yoshi. You know, that's good. And lastly, we come to Kamek, one of my favorite Mario villains of all time. There's times when I like him even better than Bowser, particularly in the Paper Mario games of recent years. He's really cool. Really nice little figure here. I like the eyes a lot. I think there's stickers applied to there, and they look pretty good. There was a little nick on there, but I fixed it just now. The teeth are painted pretty well. Very nice, nothing really out of place or anything. I'm not sure if there's any eyes underneath that, but the glasses are really placed well on the face to hide the fact that he does or doesn't have eyes. There's a slight indentation right here. I think it's maybe an eyebrow or probably a mismolding, but it just looks good enough to be an eyebrow, I would think. They really planned this figure out well. The head can't move or anything, but the arms can. They can go kind of out this much. I would rather have had the hinge here instead of on the side right here on the bottom. It's kind of a shame. The hand can twist over here. And this one, I wish it was like this hand. It would be way better if it was like this hand. But instead we have it like the hinge is in a weird place. Maybe it's the wrong molding or something. Maybe I got a bum figure or something. But yeah, Kamek's a good figure. He works really well for what you need him for. He just stands around and, you know, directs orders like Koopa Troops and Goombas and stuff probably. He has a nice little fist here. The little claws are painted pretty well on both hands at least. He has little boots and shoes down here. All the info's down here so you don't really see it. At least to topple him a little bit. But again, that's pretty good, I guess. His little wand is really nice. It's kind of like the Koopaling wands, except it's not really. It's sort of like just concept-wise at least. It looks really nice. It has good paint on it. I like Kamek a lot. He's a good figure. The wand fits nicely into his hand. Very snug. Wouldn't really come out unless you had to pull it out. But it really fits nice. Kamek is a great figure. You don't really need him to do much. but he looks really good just standing around Bowser, around Yoshi's, threatening Mario and stuff. The paint on the arms is pretty good. It looks really nice. The paint on the cloak on the top and the wizard hat is pretty nice. And overall, I think he's one of the best of the bunch when it comes to the Mario figures. Not just because of my personal bias. So that's my review of the Yoshis and Kamek. Overall, I think that the Yoshis are really nice figures. They lack a lot of paint that is sorely needed to make them 100% great, but for these kind of figures, they work out really well. They have good articulation, that what they need, and they also have the little eggs that are really nice touch, and just add to them being Yoshis. They're just so cute, and they have little eggs in them, and just so nice. Kamek is a great figure as well. What he lacks in articulation, he makes up for in sheer presence. Having Kamek around is never a good idea, so disposing of him is a must, especially in my Mario Maker game. Kamek is a great figure in the Mario franchise, and as either just a Magic Koopa or as Kamek himself, he's a formidable foe for Yoshi, Mario, or any of his friends. He's a good figure here, has a nice wand, has a nice sculpt, and good paint. Overall, he looks really great, and I just like seeing him in my collection. Thank you so much for watching Jesse Heck Creative. Feel free to click like, subscribe, share, or leave a comment. You can also visit us at jesseheckcreative.com, where you'll find more reviews like this one. Thanks again for watching and keep being creative. Stay tuned!